Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is going to be the obviously the intro for the video, and the video today is going to be about copyright striking. I've been obviously dealing with this for a while. Um, it's really hard when you have a channel, and it doesn't matter how long you've had the channel out. You could have had it out for the last 2 months or the last 8 years or whatever, but um, when you're on a smaller platform, it's a little harder with copyright strikes, and you can get copyright stricken for anything. And so let's go say that you're driving in a car and you have your music down really low. It shouldn't even be noticeable in the video, but you'll get copyright stricken for it. But there's a whole bunch of different other reasons it happens. A lot of the times, what I really personally feel is it's not just the subjects that are going to be on this upcoming episode, which I'm going to be speaking about. Um, it's sometimes it's jealousy. You got somebody who has an issue with you or something, so they'll copyright strike your stuff. Um, but at the end of the day, why would you a person focus on another person's channel and make it more difficult for them? Um, I would hope people would start listening to that concept and be like, yeah, he's making a pretty good point. At the end of the day, either if you don't like someone, don't watch their stuff, or you don't like what their stuff is, don't copyright strike them. It's almost childish. Um, but so get ready for this part of the episode. This is going to be Mack and Dog. In the first segment of this episode, I will do the next following part of the episode after Mack and Dog.
Hello and welcome to Unreality Matrix. I'm Mack.
And I'm Dog. Thank you for joining in on today's discussion. We're happy you're here with us.
Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast on your favorite platform to stay up to date. Now, let's dive into today's discussion. Have you ever uploaded a video to YouTube and found yourself navigating through a maze of copyright rules?
Oh, absolutely. It's one of the biggest challenges for creators today. And speaking of navigating, today we're diving into navigating copyright on YouTube, insights and strategies, an enlightening piece from our friends at the Unreality Matrix.
Starting off with understanding copyright on YouTube, it's meant to protect original work, granting exclusive rights to creators for use and distribution, aiming to ensure they're compensated for their efforts.
But here's where it gets tricky. YouTube has this automated system called Content ID. It's supposed to manage copyright content, but many claim it's more of a double-edged sword, lacking transparency and prone to errors.
That's a valid concern, Dog. However, let's not overlook the positive intention here. This system is in place to protect creators, though it might not be flawless. It's a step towards recognizing and safeguarding creators' rights.
True, but think about the smaller channels, the underdogs. They often find the system biased towards large corporations. There's a clear power imbalance that can impact their visibility and revenue, not to mention the frustration with the dispute resolution process.
You see, that's precisely why being informed is crucial. Like we highlighted from the article, knowing your rights and how to protect your content is key. And while challenges exist, there are ways to navigate through them.
Moving on to strategies for content creators, it's not all doom and gloom. The article talks about seeking permissions or licenses, using content from independent artists, and even slightly altering content to fly under the radar of automated systems.
Right. And let's not forget diversifying income. Whether through merchandise, sponsorships, or platforms like Patreon, it's essential to not solely rely on one stream of revenue. This can be a buffer against unexpected claims.
But doesn't altering content to avoid detection sound a tad risky to you? It's like walking on thin ice, legally speaking.
Well, it's certainly a gray area. Yet, creativity in how you adapt and present content could make all the difference in staying compliant while also maintaining your voice and brand.
Then there's the future of copyright on YouTube. The article highlights a growing political consciousness among creators, leading to organized responses and even class action lawsuits.
Exactly. It shows that the community's voice is powerful. When creators unite, they can influence change, leading to the development of fairer content moderation policies that consider all stakeholders.
And staying informed is crucial. As the digital landscape evolves, so do copyright law and enforcement practices. It's about adapting and finding the most effective ways to create and share content within the legal boundaries.
Absolutely. The challenges are real, but so are the possibilities and strategies at our disposal. It's about leveraging these to not just survive, but thrive on platforms like YouTube.
Well, folks, that's a wrap on our deep dive into navigating copyright on YouTube. Remember, knowledge is power. And in this ever-changing digital world, staying informed and proactive is key.
That wraps up today's episode of Unreality Matrix. Thanks for tuning in.
If you enjoyed our conversation, please share our podcast with anyone who might find it as engaging as you do. Please don't be shy and leave a comment that allows us the ability for more engaging content and for a way to see what our audience opinions are, and don't forget to subscribe to keep listening to more episodes of Unreality Matrix.
Until next time with us, I'm Mack.
And I'm Dog. Now get ready to listen to Steven in the second part of today's episode.
Have you ever been intrigued by the mysterious disappearance of some YouTube videos and the sudden silence from your favorite YouTubers? Today we're going on an exploratory journey into the intricate and often misunderstood realm of copyright on YouTube. Let's begin with the basic premise of copyright, a legal framework which bestows creators with exclusive ownership over their original content for a certain duration. Conceptualized to ensure that artists, writers, musicians, and more are duly compensated for their hard work and creativity. Copyright law forms the bedrock creative justice. However, implementing it in the vast virtual landscape, especially on platforms like YouTube, often becomes a convoluted affair. YouTube employs an automated protocol labeled as Content ID to monitor and manage copyrighted material. This digital tool offers a robust solution, yet it's not devoid of limitations and criticisms. Numerous content creators, particularly those running smaller, express concerns about the perceived bias of the system that seems to favor large corporations, leaving them feeling exposed and their original content susceptible to potential infringement. At Mack, a battle-hardened YouTuber emphasizes the significance of comprehension and application of copyright law. He advises comprehending your rights and knowing how to shield your content is key in the digital realm. Dog, another seasoned YouTuber, invites you to take part in this ongoing discussion. Drop your questions in the comments. Let's keep this dialogue alive. The fascinating world of copyright on YouTube is complex, but with knowledge and vigilance, you can navigate it effectively. As Dog suggests, let's start the discussion. Drop your comments below and let's keep the conversation going. Transitioning now to the examination of the hurdles, the existing copyright system seems to notably lean in favor of large business corporations rather than the independent creators. This kind of favoritism towards the more powerful entities can significantly impact the visibility and revenue generation for the smaller, lesser-known channels that are just starting or are trying to establish their online presence. The looming, palpable power imbalance casts a gloomy shadow on their aspirations, threatening their growth and existence in the digital realm.
Even more alarming is the fact that the dispute mechanism also appears to unfairly lean towards the claimants, typically the corporations, leaving the creators feeling vulnerable and defenseless. The process, in its current form, does not offer a level playing field for the creators who are at odds with these corporate giants. Mack, a prominent voice in this scenario, uses a stark analogy to describe the situation. He likens it to bringing a knife to a gunfight when it comes to negotiating terms with these big corporations. The disparity, he emphasizes, is not just tangible, but also deeply disheartening for small creators. On the other hand, Dog, another figure in this context, believes in the transformative power of knowledge and enlightenment. According to him, understanding these challenges is the first step towards overcoming them. This sentiment underlines the importance of awareness and knowledge in tackling these issues effectively. In the struggle to shift the power dynamics, they both urge creators to together share their experiences, voice their concerns, and support each other to bring about a much-needed change. The power of collective initiative cannot be underestimated and is crucial for challenging the status quo. So, what can creators do to navigate these choppy waters? This question leads us to a journey filled with uncertainties and numerous possibilities. To steer through, creators may first consider soliciting permissions for using copyrighted materials. This tedious process, though time-consuming, can bring legitimacy to their creations and provide peace of mind. Alternatively, they can explore the vast world of independent artists. These unexplored territories are filled to the brim with fresh, unique content waiting to be discovered, which could add richness to creations while simultaneously promoting lesser-known talents. Yet another strategy could be to subtly modify the copyrighted material. Ingeniously tweaking content to circumvent detection could prove to be an effective method, but comes with its own fair share of risks. Tampering, however slight, could potentially land them in ambiguous legal scenarios, a gray area that is best avoided if possible. Mack, a veteran in the field, encourages creators to look for creative solutions. He believes that thinking outside the box can lead to innovative outcomes. On the other hand, Dog emphasizes the significance of income diversification. He advises, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Now, let's look into the future. As YouTube progresses, its copyright system also transforms. Greater clarity, efficient conflict resolution, and a well-balanced system for all parties involved are what creators can anticipate. Navigating copyright on YouTube can seem complex, yet with appropriate knowledge and strategies, one can safeguard their content and prosper. The key is to comprehend your rights, identify the hurdles, and devise innovative solutions. Mutual support is crucial in this journey, as unity is our strength. If you found this video beneficial, remember to hit the like button and subscribe for more insights. Thank you for tuning in. See you in our next video.
Well, I hope everybody had a good time watching today's program. I've been really struggling with this idea of copyright strikes for a while. I don't really understand why they do that to me. Most of my stuff that I do get copyright stricken on, I've gotten a couple of explanations, but typically they never even give me an explanation. I do understand why content gets stricken, but most of the times I got stricken, it didn't make any sense. Back when I used to have my live chats, they used to copyright strike me all the time. they used to actually boot my channel off. I would be on live stream talking to people, and I'd get straight booted off, you know. And so obviously there's more to it than what they say the reasoning is. I hope that this episode was well informative to you on the subject matter of YouTube copyright strikes. Um, at the end of the day, if somebody is monitoring someone else's channel, um, what's the reason? You know, like seriously, are you jealous of that person? You're upset that they have a channel? Well, if that's the case, why don't you make your own? Um, but neither here nor there on that subject. I'm not really trying to go that far into that idea. Some of it's algorithmic programming and things like that, where the computer is actually doing it themselves, or it's like AI generated software that's making that happen. But let me know how you thought about this episode. Leave comments in there. I really would like comments because that's how I know what you guys like, what you guys don't like about the show. Um, and it also gives me ideas for future content. I am creative, but there's nothing wrong with somebody giving you a couple ideas and saying, hey, you know, this is something I wouldn't mind seeing on here, you know. But have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed today's episode.